can be. Can the culture be maybe politics?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you can be called to that region. Are you guys still here? You can be called to that region?
As a missionary for the church, dealing with politics and all that, no.
You don't think so?
I mean, that's confusing right there. If I'm a missionary, for Christ, I don't want to be talking to anybody about politics. That's just my opinion.
No, that's good. Thank you. And thank you for your honesty. Because you came in today and you said, what?
I'm a little worried.
Right. See? So, and I'm putting you on blast. I think some other people probably feel the same way as well. But I'm using you as an example because, right, this is where the nugget is. Because you don't see the connection here. So, let me see how I can say it. So, for lack of a better word, and for time, because we're going to talk about it, in the scriptures, God always, who did he? The Lord, to judge it, and then judge. And then the Lord considered their request and said it was good. But you'll notice that when he did that, he always paired the prophet with the king. He never dummied down his voice. So it may be surprising or not to know that even with American kings, which
she was ridiculed for saying. She was ridiculed for saying in an interview I was looking at. She said, they said you were asked a question on whatever show. You didn't answer the question. She said, that's something I was talking to my spiritual leader about.
Yeah. Who was ridiculed under President Trump's presidency was Paula White. She was the prophet for them. And she went out and gave her prophecy because that's what they all do. And so she did her thing, right? Before that, there's a prophet called Kim Clement, and he prophesied not the Holocaust, what is it I'm trying to say? He prophesied. No. He was just the 9/11, September 11th. He prophesied all of that. And they tell so all that is just like you see the shows now where the police department, the detectives consult with psychics.
Right.
That's nothing new. They've always used the paranormal, the supernatural. They've always used it. It's just now now they're using it in trying to solve. We just saw a show actually where there was a murder case, and this lady, this person was missing. There was an unsolved mystery for all these years. And this lady, she just was praying and doing her worship and she saw something and she was just like, and they were like, okay, so the detectives went to her and they were like, what did you see? So she was like, I just see trees. And they told her the story, the case. And so she was like, no, they were looking by water. She said there was no water around. And they were like, are you sure? Because we've been looking up. She's like, there was no water around. And she actually got a strong feeling like, nope, it is no water around. But that was all she was able to get. That was all she was able to see. She described to a T the scenery that she saw. And looking, it was two different places. So they were just like it was a cold case. Like, dang, what do we do? And make a long story short, when they actually did find the person, it was exactly where she saw it. She saw it in this like, I say field out here, but you think of a desert, but it was like it was green, and so she saw it there. And the person vegetation where they had her, they actually put her under these like trees. They made an X on this tree, and then they covered her with like leaves and stuff. So all the green that the lady saw was literally right there. But anyway, so my point is just that these gifts are they're there. But so yes. So we'll talk more about the king and the priest, the king and the prophet, but absolutely.